Intro. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Inglewood.
Yeah! Inglewood!
Hey everybody. Hi Rob.
How you doing?
I don't believe we've ever actually met before, but I'm Inglewood.
Hey Inglewood. Hey.
Nice to meet you, Rob.
I'm Rob.
I've been told to say that Rob has been coming here to the sidewalk for longer than all the people who are here for me to ask could remember. So, and furthermore, I'm going to introduce him just really quickly as Rav Shmuel, the only rabbi in Antifolk, correct? Right?
I suppose.
Rav Shmuel, everybody!
Thank you so much. All right, so we're going to start with a brand new song. I sang it here at an open mic a few weeks ago, but that's about the only time I played it live, so it's got a sing-along part, and I figure we may as well start with that. It goes like this. That's harder than I thought, because I didn't hear anyone singing along to that. I thought maybe like three simple things. How about we try that again? Whoa, whoa, every single song I have ever sat down to write has started with the words I want to know. Is it just me? Does everybody live such a complicated life, dragged down and tossed around from side to side? Walk by the mirror on the bathroom door, I look familiar, but I'm not too sure I'm any closer to the answers that I'm looking for. Deep in my heart there is a creature that cannot survive in this habitat. She stays inside because somehow she knows that. Sometimes it's clear, get a flash of insight what I'm doing here. Feel so connected to this world and its atmosphere. More often than not, I'm tripping over things and I just can't stop. My coffee spilled and I know there's something important I forgot. Walk by the mirror on the bathroom door, I look familiar, but I'm not too sure I'm any closer to the answers that I'm looking for. Deep in my heart there is a creature that cannot survive in this habitat. She stays inside because somehow she knows that. Whoa, whoa, tried to let go of the details and enjoy the ride. Most of the times I don't do that, I prefer to hide. And why all the pain? I've heard all of the answers, but it still seems insane. If God exists, he must have lost his keys and he's stuck outside in the rain. Walk by the mirror on the bathroom door, I look familiar, but I'm not too sure I'm any closer to the answers that I'm looking for. Deep in my heart there is a creature that cannot survive in this habitat. She stays inside because somehow she knows that. Walk by the mirror on the bathroom door. I look familiar, but I'm not too sure I'm any closer to the answers that I'm looking for. Deep in my heart there is a creature that cannot survive in this habitat. She stays inside because somehow she knows that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wrote that on my 50th birthday.
Woo!
I am 50.
Welcome to the other side.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
This summer, I went out to the Rainbow Gathering. It was in Utah. Yes, you were there. And I had this really strange entrance into the I think this is my 14th summer in a row going to this gathering. It happens in a different national forest every summer. And the purpose of it is to gather on July 4th to pray for peace. Being hippies, they've not noticed that it's not working. But it's fun. It's fun to gather and pray. And so anyway, I get there and it's at an elevation of like over 12,000 feet. And I tried to find the camp at night. Like I got there, it was dark and I got lost, and I finally found my way back to my car, and I just slept in the car, and I woke up feeling horrible. I thought I was gonna die. My chest was hurting, my arms were numb. And I was like, okay, this is either altitude sickness or I'm having a heart attack, but how do I tell the difference? I don't know. And so it's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm wandering around this like parking area. There are very few people there. And I meet a few people and I'm like, I'm really not feeling well. And they're like, they were sympathetic, but they didn't know what to do. And finally I found this one guy who's like, oh, it's altitude sickness for sure. And all you need to do is chew on some OSHA root, and that'll take care of it. And I'm like, well, do you have any OSHA root? He's like, no, but it grows naturally around here. I'll go get some. And he's like, come with me. And he goes like running off. And I can't keep up with him. I'm like dying, So I go like, you go ahead. I'll wait here, He comes back a half hour later and he's holding this little plant. And he says, this is the OSHA plant. I removed this being from the ground. I didn't have the heart to take most of the root. So I only got a little bit of the root for you. But I know it's not hemlock because the hemlock plant has like pointy leaves over here, and these leaves don't seem that pointy. Now, do you think I'm going to eat that at that point? Now I'm walking around, really not feeling well. Do you know if this is hemlock? They're like, why would you think it's hemlock? I'm like, I wouldn't have if the guy who brought it to me didn't mention hemlock. In any case, I'm here, so it obviously wasn't hemlock. But it always makes me think of this song that I wrote a long time ago after I saw, that was that Burt Reynolds film, Deliverance, right? Where he's like out in the mountains and hiking, and these weird people are trying to kill him. Is that correct? Did I get that right? Deliverance? Yeah. So anyway, this song is called Too Far Out. I'm going to actually get the lyrics here because I'm getting old. 100 miles from nowhere makes me think, what would I do if I had a heart attack? All those people from that movie that I saw long ago would take me captive. Would they ever let me go? Or would they stick me in a boat after they slit my throat and ship me over Niagara Falls? The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. Flying over the ocean makes me think, what would I do if we were hijacked by those people sitting right up there on the aisle, who were not searched because of their racial profile? And what if they were all dressed up as rabbis? Would I always be suspect in all your eyes? The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. Sun setting on the horizon, but all I can think about is Verizon. The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. Bye, my love, I'll speak to you later, 'cause I am entering an elevator. Looks like it was made way back in 1882. I wouldn't be surprised if we got stuck in there for a week or two. And that sweet good-looking woman standing next to me will turn out to have no personality. The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. The sun setting on the horizon, but all I can think about is Verizon. The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. Yeah, so I've got this, let's see. All right, I have this little, there's one person in this room who has heard this song before. And, no, it's actually not you. And it's the first pop song I've ever written. And I'm kind of hoping it'll be the last, but it's actually, I think it has some redeeming factors to it, so you'll tell me. But it's completely different than, I think, anyway, than most of the songs that I write. And it goes like this. Close my eyes, I see you there. Picturing the clothes you'll wear, card you'll buy on your way home, 'cause it's my birthday. Now I know you're mad, know I was wrong, stupid fight that went on too long. I need you to know I love you, please forgive me. I don't want to be alone if I come home and find you gone. I'll trash the house, the cops will come. I'll pack my bags, go on the run. Are you taking all this down? Put up signs throughout the town. I'll offer a reward for any information. Oh, I don't want to be alone tonight. The phone rings and the doctor calls. The bad news, the test results. Tries real hard to sound calm, but he's not so successful. Think of all the times that I not appreciate how special, beautiful you are to be around. I don't want to be alone if I come home and find you gone. I'll trash the house, the cops will come. I'll run away, go on the run. Are you taking all this down? Put up signs throughout the town. I'll offer a reward for any information. Oh, I don't want to be alone tonight. What do you think, JJ? Is
Better
it better
than
live?
demo. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. It's the weirdest song I've ever written. I can tell you the story. It's like I got this email for this thing called, I forgot even what it's called. It's like this thing where they pre-record music to certain chords, and then you can just, it's like all like professionally done, and you're supposed to just like write a song to it and record it, and then you don't have to go into a studio. So the song really sounds like it's like 80s, late 80s cheese, basically. I don't have the hair for that song, or the bad looks, but it's like, so I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot. So I bought this thing, and I wrote this song, and then I recorded it to the thing, and I played it for my son, and he's like, you can't play that for people, it's like horrible. I'm like, but I think the song has some, anyway, so I'm playing it acoustic, and I think I need to work out some kinks, but I think maybe there's some hope for it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, that's awesome. Thank you so much for indulging me in my little adventure. This next song is called Realistic Expectations. I haven't played it in a long time. I was going through my songbook. I haven't played a show in a long time. I think it's been a full year, because I think the last show I played here, it may have been the Winter Festival last year, so it's great to be back.
We miss you.
Thank you so much. I feel bad. I'm sorry I was a little late. Actually, I think the second or maybe third time in about, how many? It's about 12 or 13 years that I've been coming here and playing shows, and I'm never late, but I gave someone a ride. I was like, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm a rabbi. It's a horrible dilemma. But anyways, I made it, and I'm glad you guys stuck around. So. I wrote about you to myself, I never seem to do much else. At least I save a lot on postage. I know not what the contents say, though I wrote it only yesterday. I'd like to think I've shut that door real tight. But I think about you now, you might be out there in the crowd, and I could ask your hand in marriage. Though that would be a big mistake, I think it's one I'd like to make. I hope that things will turn out right. You might have meant something to me. Why did you have to ask for everything you knew I could not give you? And then it was much too late for me to get you back on track to realistic expectations. I'll put your book up on my shelf, though I don't think it'll be much help. I don't have time to read about your courage, about how you lay there in the swamp, fighting creepy insects off, and how you made it through the night. And I get your weird analogies, I get your attempts to capture me, I get you on me in your entourage, but I don't think so, honey. Your world is too much value placed on money. So instead I turn and say goodbye. You might have meant something to me. Why did you have to ask for everything you knew I could not give you? And then it was much too late for me to get you back on track to realistic expectations. You might have meant something to me. Why did you have to ask for everything you knew I could not give you? And then it was much too late for me to get you back on track to realistic expectations. Now I lie awake at night, thinking about your eyes so bright, and how my soul they did nourish. How all the people used to say we're so alike in so many ways, and how we walk and hold our heads up high. I dream about us in the park. We cannot talk, but we can walk about in figure eights with the florist. And when we reach the parking lot, I want to hug you, but I cannot. Instead, I turn and say goodbye. You might have meant something to me. Why did you have to ask for everything you knew I could not give you? And then it was much too late for me to get you back on track to realistic expectations. You might have meant something to me. Why did you have to ask for everything you knew I could not give you? And then it was much too late for me to get you back on track to realistic expectations.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Rav Shmuel. He's not done. He's got time for 2 more songs, or 1 more story and 1 more song, or a short story and 2 more
Subtle
songs.
way of telling me that my stories.
I'm going to come around with a tip jar for Rav. Suggested donations $5 per set. This is how we pay our artists at the Sidewalk. Get a couple bucks ready. Put your hands together one more time for Rav Shmuel.
So we're going to sing 2 songs and we'll leave the stories for afterwards. This song is called Thank You God. And the chorus is like a lot of fun to sing along to. Well, I don't know if it's fun. Fun might be the wrong word there. It's spiritual to sing along. The chorus are, thank you God for every little pain I've got. For every little thing I'm not understanding. That's not fun, but it's it's fun in a metaphysical sense. In a meta-fun sense, I don't know. Morning, shut them down late at night. The space between is filled with moments. Moments add up to a life. Some days I seem to end up growing. Other days seems like it's just a waste of time. Why is my space filled with opponents? Why can't I lead a perfectly joyful life? And when I'm stuck, every moment stabs me. Every moment stabs me. But when I've had enough of beating myself up, open my eyes and see. Open my eyes and say, thank you, God, for every little pain I've got, for every little thing I'm not understanding. Thank you, God, for every little pain I've got, for every little thing I'm not understanding. I'll never realize my potential. I'll never use most of my brain. And I'll never, ever see the sunshine if I'm just looking for the rain. Thank you, God, for every little pain I've got, for every little thing I'm not understanding. Pain I've got, for every little thing I'm not understanding. Sometimes life seems never ending, though of course course, that's a big mistake. Clarity comes with intensive focus, but it's so hard to concentrate. And when I'm stuck, every moment stabs me, every moment stabs me. When I've had enough of beating myself up, open my eyes and see, open my eyes and say, thank you, God, for every little pain I've got, for every little thing I'm not understanding. Thank you, God, for every little pain I've got, for every little thing I'm not understanding. Thank you, God, for every little pain I've got, for every little thing I'm not understanding. Thank you, God, for every little pain I've got, for every little thing I'm not understanding. Woo! Sorry, I'm not doing protocols, but I'm doing this other song. This song this song I wrote when this garbage can that I couldn't get rid of was like, I couldn't get rid of it. Anyway, it's heavily reggae influenced. Not to say that the last one wasn't, but this one I like to sing in my Jufaican accent, so. I'd like to know how to get rid of my big old dented garbage can. I tried to put it in the garbage, but they just emptied it again. And when we tried to leave it empty, the wind, she blows across my lawn. We have been trying to get rid of her since way before that I was born. Some things don't come with no instructions, some things don't come with no guarantees. Some things are harder to get rid of, some things try to get rid of me. Some things seem like they are so useless, and some things always need new batteries. There's some things rotten down in Denmark, something's got to change, oh help me please. I'm stuck in Babylon, ooh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Ooh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Ooh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Ooh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Ooh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Ooh, 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 ooh. Tonight I'm feeling kind of lonely. Tonight I'm feeling kind of sad. If I could fly across the ocean, I'd fly right up to Zion land. But they revoked my pilot's license, they took away all of my keys. So I am turning to the heavens, and I am saying, help me please. Help me to get rid of evil. Help me to get rid of pain. Help me to get rid of hunger. Help me before I go insane. Help me to get us out of exile. Help me to get rid of my garbage can. Help me like it's going out of style. Help me understand. I'm stuck in Babylon. Ooh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Ooh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm stuck in Babylon. Ooh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Ooh, 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 stuck in Babylon.
continuing night 7 of the Winter Antifolk Festival here at the Sidewalk Café, which continues in seconds with the Sidewalk's own A Brief View of the Hudson. Don't go away.